I think we're unique because
Right, guys, welcome to tonight's live stream here between the Ospreys and the Sharks. It's my team up against a great buddy of mine's. So, yeah, looking forward to this one. It's a first time battle between these two teams, and really looking forward to a really good battle. If you're a Shark supporter, things haven't really gone our way, so. Yeah, let's hope for things to change around today, and hopefully we can get things going for us in the right direction and not the way things have been going as of late. So, yeah, we're going to go through the team lineups in just a bit, guys. Let me know in the comment section who you guys are supporting today. I'm obviously going to support the Sharks, although I don't have too much hope for them today, but yeah, let's see how things are going to turn out. Aaron says, kan mens hier Afrikaans praat? Sê, ja, definitief Aaron's. Feel free to speak your language. I'm just doing English commentating because we've got a wider audience, so not a lot of people will be understanding Afrikaans. So yeah, you go ahead and enjoy yourself, man. Richard Swartboy says, Nancy Guru, waar is die sound? Sound is hierso. I believe we do have sound. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Barry Green says, hi Guru, what time match start? It starts in about 10 minutes time, Barry. Then Edric says, Guru, Bulls and Stormers speel dieselfde tyd. Watter een gaan jy cover? Oh yeah, shit. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, Bulls and Stormers, same time. I'll put up a poll tomorrow morning asking you guys which one should I do. I think that will leave you guys enough time to decide which one you guys want to see. Gert Knutse says, hello Guru, how are you? 1:20 a.m. in Vietnam. Yes, I am a Shark. Yeah, so you're waking up very early to see your Shark team today. Let's hope they don't disappoint us at all today, because I can't take this anymore, guys. It's just been one-way traffic in this competition, and that's not what we want to see. Even from a neutral point of view, I'm sure people would want to see the Sharks and the Stormers and the Bulls and everybody doing well. So, yeah, let's go over the Sharks lineup for today. They've mixed it up quite a bit from last week. So, at 15, we've got Anthony Volmink. At 14, Marnus Potgieter, all the way from the Bulls. So, yeah, hopefully this youngster can really improve and show his talent in that number 14 jersey. At 13, Jeremy Ward gets another opportunity along with Marius Lowe. I'm a big fan of Marius Lowe. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I am a big Marius Lowe fan. So hopefully he can step up, because he hasn't had the greatest of games the last couple of weeks. But I think it's also got to do with him being in the starting lineup, then on the bench, then out of the match 23. So, yeah, hopefully he can get some consistency going with Marius Lowe at 12. Then Takir Abrams at 11. He's got the same kind of step that Cheslin Colby has. I would love to see him get more ball as well. I know the conditions up north are a lot different from here in the southern hemisphere, so we'll probably not see too much of that. But hopefully when we do play here in South Africa, we will see some Takir magic. Then at number 10, Boeta Chamberlain in the place of Kevin Bosch. Well, not in his place, but thank goodness Kevin Bosch has been dropped. He's out of form, out of shape, and just haven't been the same guy since that Currie Cup final where the Bulls, where he basically handed the Bulls the trophy. Then Ruan Pienaar at 9, he's been looking pretty sharp for the Sharks. Like I said, back in black. He looks a lot younger in the Sharks jersey than he was in the white jersey of the Cheetahs. So then the forwards, Henko Venter, Gerbrand Grobler and James Venter. I must honestly, guys, I'm not a big fan of either two of Henko Venter and Gerbrand Grobler. I do feel that they're very average players, and if the Sharks want to improve, I know Pepsi Buthelezi is the starting number 8 for the Sharks, but yeah, I don't know. Henko Venter for me, as really, let's be honest, he's played a lot better than I thought he would do at the Sharks, so credit to him for that. Gerbrand Grobler, he's not been great at all for the Sharks so far, and I truly, honestly, nothing against the guy, but I think he's just a very average player. Then James Venter, obviously, we know he's got some class. I'm still not too sure with the fact that Dylan Richardson got dropped, but James Venter has a great opportunity to prove himself today as well. Then Hiron Andrews, Ruben van Heerden, that lock combination is back and working here today. Still very disappointed that the Sharks didn't manage to keep JJ van der Mescht. But yeah, he was also very unfit and out of shape by the time that he left the Sharks. So one have to wonder what is really going on here at the Sharks at the moment. Then Thomas du Toit captaining the side. He had an awesome game last week. Didn't have the greatest of starts in the opening game, but he's definitely picked it up last week. And then Kieran van Vieren back into the starting lineup again today. So he has to prove himself because Bongi Bonambi is coming, and he's coming strongly to the Sharks as well. And then Ntuku Machuna, the youngster, looking really sharp at this stage for the Sharks as well. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you guys make of this Sharks lineup for today. Will they have enough to beat the Ospreys? One have to really wonder. Barry says this is going to be a late game for you, Guru. Lol, it's gonna end. Yeah, let's hope it's not going to be too long of a night, Barry. As long as the Sharks play some decent rugby, then I don't mind the time. Today I'm on my coffee can, as you guys can see, supporting the Sharks in my coffee mug. So no white water tonight. Then let's quickly go and have a look at the Ospreys lineup for today's game. Dan Evans, Matt Protheru, Tian Thomas Wheeler, Owen Watkin, Luke Moran, Gareth Ashcombe, Reece Webb, Morgan Norris, Jack Morgan, Will Griffiths, Alwyn Jones, Adam Beard, Thomas Francis, Sam Parry and Nicky Smith. So one thing that I almost immediately noticed from this Ospreys side is the amount of Welsh international players in this lineup. And Owen Watkin definitely, Gareth Ashcombe, Reece Webb, Will Griffin, Alwyn Jones, Adam Beard, Thomas Francis and Nicky Smith leading a very formidable Ospreys side today. So yeah, the Sharks got their work cut out today, guys. Honestly, I don't know whether we're going to be able to do this as a Sharks fan. I honestly hope we can pull it off, but I went with an Osprey victory by I think 12 points in my Super Brews. So yeah, let's for once hope my Super Brews wrong regarding that. I did back the Sharks last week as well as the Bulls for the past 2 weekends, so I changed that all up for this weekend. No South African team on my winning side this week. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm too far off with the way things have been going so far. Then the benches for both sides: Elvis Tioni, Gareth Thomas, Tom Botha, Rhys Davis, Ethan Roots, Ruben Morgan Williams, Stephen Mailer, and Joe Hawkins on the bench for the Ospreys. Don't know too much about these guys that's on the bench today, but hopefully they will get a chance to play. Then for the Sharks, Dan Uester, Kwesi Mona, Lawrence Adriaanse, Leroux Roots, Pepsi Buthelezi, Dylan Richardson, Sanelli Nohamba, and Werner Kok. So yeah, let's quickly go through this Sharks bench at the moment. And yeah, Dan Uester, youngster coming through. Haven't really played the world on fire so far. Kwesi Mona, for me, has been quite good. He's been solid. But then again, he hasn't been brilliant either. So, Lawrence Adriaanse, let's be honest, his time is over. Same like some of the guys in the Stormers side, like Brock Harris, who actually had a good game. So, maybe one or two more good seasons in them. Who knows? Leroux Roots looking sharp. I would say maybe just work a little bit on your fitness, and you should be starting lock forward real soon. Then Pepsi Buthelezi getting a rest off the bench today. Same with Dylan Richardson. I was a bit angry with that selection. I would have loved to have seen Dylan Richardson start. And again, it all comes down to the fact that the Sharks don't get enough consistency in the selection policy, because you need to be consistent to be great. And yeah, the Shark selection has been as what's the word in Afrikaans, deurmekaar, as has been their form as of late. So yeah, the selection of Sean Everett, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of Everett anymore. And in fact, I was never really thrilled to have him on board as the Sharks coach. So yeah, again, I'm being pretty critical at the moment, guys, but that's just my personal opinion, and people can differ from it as much as they want to, but that's just my 2 cents on them. Then Gert Knutzer says, do the Bulls, you enjoy it when they get hiding, and so do I. Yeah, look, it's not really, it's not fun seeing our teams lose the way we do, and yeah, look, the Stormers having a tough one, the Bulls have a tough one, so both games, it is what it is, unfortunately. A good name says, are we going to see the game, or is it just you talking about it? So, a good name, I'm going to do commentary on the game. Unfortunately, I won't be showing any live footage, as nobody on YouTube are allowed to do that. So, yeah, I'm doing the commentary as the game plays out. I'm trying to be as professional as can be, not just watching and then telling you guys here and there. I do commentate on the full game, giving you guys a decent experience as well. Then Antoinette Gerber says, hello Guru, miss you. Good luck with your team and my team tomorrow. I don't know anymore. Yeah, it's tough, man. I think we had this misperception of this competition overall. I thought we always thought the Super Rugby was superior to any competition in the world. So yeah, and we're getting a lesson taught quite quickly that it's not as easy to play in Europe as it is here in the Southern Hemisphere. But then again, we all have to consider South African teams in Super Rugby never used to travel that well. We would be lucky if we win 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4 on the road. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the South African teams back here in South Africa, playing in their home ground, and hopefully can be able to go and watch a couple of games. I unfortunately living very far away from the closest stadium to me. Both franchises don't play in this competition, the Cheetahs and the Kings. So I have to travel to Joburg, which is probably the closest, and then yeah, I don't see myself going to the Western Cape or to Durban real soon. So yeah, either way, I'm a bit screwed when it comes to watching the games live at the moment. So yeah, for those of you who will be able to go and watch it, definitely don't miss out on that opportunity when it comes to the front foot again. Edric daar says, baie goeie kommentaar, Guru, geniet het altyd. Thank you Edric, really appreciate that comment as well. So I do have a poll up on my channel as well, guys. We've had 28 votes. Can South African teams turn their URC campaign around? 79% says yes, and 21 says no. So hopefully today is the start of that. Frank Murphy from Ireland is the referee for today, and then the TMO Leo Colgan. So I don't know too much about the match officials for today. All I know is that the refereeing overall has been terrible, and I thought last week when I did the Springbok versus All Black game, I thought I was a little bit harsh on the referee, or just being biased towards the Springboks, and then watching the comments afterwards, I actually figured out that I was spot on with a lot of those decisions. And in all fairness, that last movement where Dwayne Vermeulen won the penalty, the whole Springbok back was basically offside, so the referee didn't see that. But I mean, a lot of penalties before that should have gone our way and not the way of the All Blacks. So yeah, let's hope for the refereeing. It's going to be a lot better. We've seen some really poor refereeing so far in some of these games as well. We've got Russie and the Springboks coming to a hearing at the end of the month. So yeah, it all comes down to poor officiating, and it's something that they really will have to look at in the future if they want to have a fair game. Because I mean, at the end of the day, people are going to stay away if the referees are really crappy. Gary Bevan says, hello mate from a happy Wales. Ricardo Swatwa says, our team is going to turning it around in this competition, but it's going to take time. Yeah, I think it's going to probably, let me just take a sip real quick. I think it's probably only going to happen when we come back home. I really honestly, as a Shark supporter, would want them to win this game, but I just don't see any South African team winning any games here this side. Well, the Lions got lucky against Zebra. I think that's the only team that any South African team at this stage will be able to beat here in Europe. So yeah, I don't know what the fixture's all. I haven't watched it or had a look at it, so I don't know if any of us are playing Zebra real soon. But if we want a victory, then it probably will have to be against them. Right, so the Sharks playing in white greyish jerseys today. Obviously, Ospreys playing in black and white. So the clash of colours there almost immediately. So the Sharks are going to be in a whitish grey colour today. And let's quickly go through our Sharks team one more time, guys, before we do the kickoff. So for the Sharks, quite a different side from last week. We've got Anthony Volming, Marnus Potgieter, Jeremy Ward, Marius Lowe, Takir Abrams, Boeta Chamberlain and Ruan Pienaar. Then in the forwards, Henke Venter, Gerbrand Grobler, James Venter, Hiron Andrews, Ruben van Heerden, Thomas de Tooy, Kieran van Vieren and Atuka Machuna. So a really tough job for these guys today, and we really are hoping for a miracle really from a Sharks point of view. The Ospreys side for today, Dan Evans, Matt Proteru, Tian Thomas Wheeler, Owen Watkin, Luke Moran, Gareth Ashcombe, Reece Webb, then Morris Norris, Jack Morgan, Will Griffins, Alwyn Jones, Adam Beard, Thomas Francis, Sam Parry and Nicky Smith, for the Ospreys. And then the quick bench before we should be starting this game, Elvis Tayoni, Gareth Thomas, Tom Boeta, Rhys Davis, Ethan Roots, Ruben Morgan Williams, Stephen Mailer, Joe Hawkins for the Ospreys. Then for the Sharks, Dan Jooste, Kwesi Mona, Lawrence Adriaanse, Leroux Roots, Pepsi Buthelezi, Dylan Richardson, Sanele Nohamba and Werner Kok. So yeah, a lot different from last week. I felt we came back very well in that second half. We actually won the second half last week. So hopefully we can put in a full 80 of the same type of play today. 38 votes. Can SA teams turn their URC campaign around, guys? 79% says yes, while 21% of you says no. And yeah, it won't come now. Probably not with the overseas leg. But I do feel that we will get a lot better when we start playing at home again. So we just need to be patient in that regard. So Allen and Jones have now let the Ospreys out onto the field. So anytime now the game will be starting. And yeah, today I want to make this special, well, how can I put it? Well, let me just get to the point. So one of my favorite commentators, Hugh Bladen, had a mild stroke during the week. So I'm going to do this commentary game for him today, and hopefully things will get a lot better for him and he'll recover real soon. But I mean, growing up as a youngster, I just listened to that guy, and that's probably why a lot of people say that I sound a lot like him. So the kickoff is underway, guys, and it's Gareth Ashcombe who kicked it off here for the Ospreys, but the Sharks have collected it beautifully inside at 22, and Gerbrand Grobler is taking this up for the Sharks, but it's a maul now, and they will have to get this ball out very quickly indeed. Here we go, Ruan Pina out to Thomas the Tank. He takes it up about 5 meters outside of his own 22 now. Ruan Pina is going to go with a box kick over the top himself here, just waiting for it to come out. There he goes now. And a chaser coming from the Sharks, but it's too slow. And it's into the hands here of Dan Evans, who gets it out to the number 6, Jack Morgan, who makes a couple of meters. Here they come. Webb again now. Ashcombe out wide they go. There's an opportunity early here for them. Up to the 10-meter line goes the Ospreys, but held up in the tackle beautifully by Marius Lowe and Jeremy Ward. The ball spills out, but it's into the hands of the number 4, Adam Beard here for the Ospreys. And Webb will now try and get this out for them roundabout on the 10-meter line. He's going to go with the box kick over the top now. And at the back waiting for it is Peter Chamberlain. He takes it beautifully. Just about 5 meters outside of his own 22 now. Ruan Pienaar. He's going to get it out to Ruben van Heerden. Held up beautifully in a tackle by Alwyn Jones for the Ospreys. And an early penalty here for the Ospreys as the Sharks come in from the side. And I think it's Thomas du Toit who's got penalised there for coming in from the side. So an early opportunity here for the Ospreys. And then they are going to have a shot at goal here. And it's Ashcombe who's going to attempt the first kick of the day. Right, 5 meters outside of the 22, about 15 meters out from the left-hand touchline. It's an opportunity here for the Ospreys to get the first points of the game. Let me know in the comments section, guys, who you think is going to win this one and what the margin will be as well. But as for now, it is a chance here for the Ospreys to take a 3-point lead into this game through the boot of Gareth Ashcombe. Right, let's just see what's going to happen with this one before I adjust the scoreboard. So 2.5 minutes gone, and Ashcombe now with the first kick. That one is going straight through the middle. So a 3-point lead here for the Ospreys, and the Sharks will have to work on their discipline. Ryan says Osprey Kumra Ambaich, I think it is. I know that is Welsh, so don't know if I pronounce it correctly, Ryan, but yeah, it is what it is. A 3-point lead here for the Ospreys after just 3 minutes of play in this game. Peter Chamberlain will restart this one for us now. Right, the high hanging kickoff from him just inside at 22, and Takira Abrams have won it back for the Sharks now. James Fenter inside at 22 now. Takira Abrams at scrum off, gets out Machuna. Machuna driven back in a tackle, and the ball ripped by Adam Beard, and here comes the Ospreys now inside their own 22, but a wobbly pass out to the left winger there, Luke Morgan, who makes a couple of meters now. Still inside their own 22 is the Ospreys. Big counter-ruck from the Sharks, and they've got it. Grobler has got it for the Sharks now. Pienaar gets it out to Ruben van Heerden. They're 10 meters out from the try line. Quickly over the ball there is the number 7, Jack Morgan, and wins the penalty again for the Ospreys. Holding on the ground from the Sharks, and brilliant defence from the Ospreys. Very sloppy the start to this game. Kryptonian says Ospreys by 12. That's what I've got as well today, Kryptonian. Ryan says thank you. Chantel Isaac says go Sharks. And then Ryan says I like the Sharks, my favourite South African team today. Right, so Ashcombe with the kick downfield finds touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside their own half. So a chance now for the Ospreys to clear this ball even a little bit further now. I know a lot of Welsh supporters are a bit split on this game today because there's actually a football qualification round going on as well. So a lot of people have tuned into that one. The line are taken beautifully by the Ospreys and now kicked downfield into the hands of Marnus Potgieter. Potgieter up to the 10-meter line and still going. Now brought down inside the Sharks half now. And Peter Chamberlain with a kick downfield into space. One bounce and into touch. Finds touch round about between the 10, well, just about a meter out of the 10 of the Ospreys. So the Sharks opting to kick for territory there. Looking for a little bit of space and finding it as well. So another chance now for the Ospreys. And that first lineup went really, really well for them. Sam Barry with a throw in, quickly thrown in and given out to Thomas Francis, who gets the ball back. But a little knock on there, and it's going to be a Shark scrum down between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside the Ospreys half. About 5 meters, about 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. So a quick throw in there from Sam Perry to Thomas Francis, but in the pass back to Sam Perry, there was just a little knock on and a great tackle from Machuka Machuna, the young loosehead prop for the Sharks. Adams Faber says, "Goeie vanaand, jy die Sharks sien hulle ding reg sien doen." Let's hope they do, Adams. Right, so the first scrum of the game then, 5 meters from the left-hand touchline, between the halfway and the 10-meter line inside Ospreys half. Chance now for the Sharks, solid scrum. Ruan Pienaar waiting for it at the back, now gets out to Takir Abrams. He tries to step, but a good tackle from Anscombe, and another penalty against the Sharks, and again coming in from the side. The Sharks will have to work on their discipline. That's the third penalty in 6.5 minutes. And it's all on the attack. One penalty given away on the defense, and then 2 on the attack, which is just really stupid from the Sharks at the moment. Yeah, it is the James Venter coming in from the side, and again, I would have loved to see Dylan Richardson start this one, but yeah, James Venter just as equal good player. So see, Vanna Koch is warming up there. I'm not sure if there might be a little injury to one of the Sharks players at the moment. Yeah, there's one of the players are down at the moment, and it looks like is it Jeremy Ward? I can't quite make out, but we'll stop the clock right there, and we will get it back on the moment the game continues. So far it's been a pretty equal game. It's just the Sharks' discipline has let themselves down at the moment. So it's Takir Abrams who are down at the moment, and it doesn't look good for him as he is going to wobble off the field. A brilliant tackle from Anscombe that put him to bed there, and then it could have easily have been James Venter who injured him as well there. So not great there from the Sharks. So Vanna Koch is going to come onto the field, and he will slot in on that right wing or left wing now, instead of the outside centre, which we have come accustomed to see him play in. So a really early end to Takir Abrams' game here for the Sharks. 6.5 minutes gone, and it's the Ospreys leading by 3 points to 0. And now they have another chance to kick this downfield from their own 10-meter line. Not going to find touch here is the Ospreys, and Peter Chamberlain has collected that and kicked it downfield. So a bit of relief there for the Sharks, who don't find too much distance, about 5 meters out or inside their own half. So an attacking lineup coming up for the Ospreys now. One could argue and say it's a lot better than 5 meters from their own try line. So we will take that one for sure. Right, throw in coming now from Barry. He finds Beard, but the ball has been stolen by the Sharks now. And here they come now with a counter-attack here. James Venter. Downfield it goes. A little dab through the middle from Marius Lowe, and into touch it goes. Runabout on the 10-meter line inside Ospreys half. So not a lot of distance made with a kick, but at least it has put the Ospreys a little bit back into their own half at the moment. Discipline very fragile at the moment from the Sharks, as well as going for a kicking game plan at the moment. Parry again out to Francis with a quick throw, and it works beautifully for them. They've got possession now on the 10-meter line. Reese Webb waiting for that ball to come out for them. Taken forward through the big boys, and some good counter-rucking here from the Sharks. Reese Webb waiting for this ball at the back. He is going to go with the box kick over the top now, and the chase is going to come from him. But beautifully collected there by Mana Sportgieter for the Sharks again on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. Pienaar now. Out it goes to Kieran van Vieren. Still on the 10-meter line of the Sharks at the moment. Ruan Pienaar. Oh, terrible pass to Buta Chamberlain. He does collect it and gets it out to Anthony Foreman, who finds a bit of space in behind the Ospreys defence, but not going to find touch, and into the hands of Dan Evans now, who sends it back with interest into the hands of Foreman again now. On the 10-meter line, he kicks it straight down the middle, and nobody really chasing after it. Anschkom has got it, and plenty of time for him. Is going to send it into the stands, roundabout on halfway here. So a decent return from the Welsh fly-off, Gareth Anschkom. Balls and Fuss says, come on, you beautiful Sharkies. So the pass from Ruan Pienaar to Buta Chamberlain was pretty poor, but he managed to recover quickly and give the ball out to Anthony Foreman, who couldn't find touch. And luckily for us, things have worked out pretty well for the Sharks. Line out on halfway now. Kieran van Vieren finds Ruben van Heerden on halfway. Chance now for the Sharks with a driving maul. Going forward very slowly now, starting to find momentum here is the Sharks now. Going forward. Good drive here. Penalty advantage coming for the Sharks now. 5 meters inside Ospreys half. Ruan Pienaar now gets it out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a little cross kick now. Mana Sportgieter has collected it on the 10-meter line, but he's a little bit isolated. Will the Sharks get this ball back? Yes, they will. Now Pienaar out to Van Vieren again. Brought down by Parry on the 10-meter line. Now Pienaar again. Chamberlain. Chamberlain throws a little dummy nearly into the half cap. Brought down beautifully, but there was a little knock on, it seems. But we're coming back for the penalty. Roundabout between, 5 meters inside the half of the Ospreys. About 10 meters from the left-hand touchline. Probably not a kicking penalty there for the Sharks. So they'll probably have to go for touch. Thick Boy 7 says Anschkom will be the difference in this game. Come on, the mighty Ospreys. And then Mike says Ospreys by 20. We've had 11 minutes in this game so far, and the Sharks have opted, it seems, to go for goal here. And it looks like it's going to be Ruan Pienaar who's going to attempt a shot at goal for the Sharks. So 5 meters inside the half of the Ospreys, about 15 meters from the left-hand touchline. An opportunity here for the Sharks to draw level. And it's a completely different game from last week. A lot of kicking in this one. So, truth be told, it was said during the week that the Sharks will expect more of a kicking game from the Ospreys today. Right, so the first attempt for Ruan Pienaar now at goal. It's 5 meters inside the half of the Ospreys, about 15 meters from the left-hand touchline. He has struck that pretty well, but it's not going to have the direction, and it goes short. And then Jones will kick this downfield and find touch roundabout on halfway. No, I'm lying. It's roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. So that's a brilliant kick from Dan Evans, who made the clearance kick there for the Ospreys. Brilliant kick from him. And the Sharks have missed the opportunity to go level in this game. I thought it was going to be a little bit too far, but he had the length, not the direction though. Right, David Barry says, come on Sharks, Banana Boys by 8. And Banana Boy for life says, ball so fast. The line out stolen here by the Ospreys, but it's gone backwards quite a bit. Now there's an opportunity for them. Here they come now as the Ospreys up to halfway. It is Dan Evans who's come into the line. Now Anschkom gets it out to Alwyn Jones, who puts it down. Caught just over the 10-meter line. Now Reese Webb with a box kick over the top. and looking for space. Nobody at the back for the Sharks. And that ball is still rolling, luckily, for the Sharks. Oh, no, not luckily. They've played it now from their own try line. And that is devastating from Anthony Formink. Just bundled into touch. And it's going to be a 5-meter line out to the Ospreys. Why he played that? Rather go for the goal line kick out. But decided to go for it instead. And made a mess of it at the end. This on Anthony Formink. He got tackled there by Tian Thomas Wheeler. So poor decision making there from the Sharks on their own try line. And that's not what we needed at this stage. It's going to be a line out now to the Ospreys. 5 meters from the Sharks try line. Andrew Warren says, come on. And Balls of Fuss says no. Right. Barry with a throw and finds Allo and Jones. The maul has been formed. It has been sacked by the Sharks. Was it done legally so? Yes, it has. Ball does come back to the Ospreys now. And just 2 meters out from the try line. Reece Webb waiting for this ball to come out. He's going to give it out to Thomas Francis now. Now comes out to the inside centre. Owen Watkin. Watkin just a meter short of the try line. Driven back. Now Reece Webb again. Gets low pass, but it's intercepted. And it's Ruan Pinoz goes on the run. Unfortunately, he's not going to have the legs. Got caught on the halfway line. Needs support now. Venter gives it out to Vanner Kok. Gets it out to Thomas de Toey. Thomas de Toey gets the offload to the Tuna. Here we go. The Sharks on the run. Up to the 22-meter line. Still going. And now just over the 22. But he's knocked it on. And here comes the Ospreys now. With the counter-attack. But the referee has blown his whistle. And let's just see. Is there a penalty now for the Sharks? What a breakout from the Sharks there. Ruan Pinoz with the intercept there. And then another great run there from, what's the prop's name? Machuna for the Sharks. Great run from the youngster. And now we will have a TMO referral here for some foul play. Let's hope it doesn't come from the Sharks side. Well, what a breakaway out there. If Pinoz didn't get the intercept, it would have been try time to the Ospreys in the corner. God, we just pulled back the clock 10 years ago. He might have gone all the way there, is Ruan Pinoz. Right, let's have a look here. And could argue and say it was a late tackle there from Jeremy Ward there on Adam Beard, I think it is. So we might have a penalty here. I don't think it's more than a not really. That was a perfect tackle, really. If you consider the timing of the tackle from Jeremy Ward was pretty good. And no interference from him after the whistle. So, there comes Gerbrand Grobler now. Just ill-discipline, pushing the player to the ground. So unnecessary. And I think the penalty might even be going against Gerbrand Grobler here. Just pushing down the player even a little bit more there. It was the number 12, or it was Dan Evans who got caught initially there. And just really poor discipline from the man. Think nothing wrong with the tackle from Jeremy Ward there. There's a brilliantly timed tackle. And then Gerbrand Grobler came in afterwards and made a mess of it, I think. Let's see what the referee decision will be. 14 and a half minutes. We could just as well stop the clock there and continue it again. So we've got about 25 minutes to go in this first half. Right, so the two captains, Reece Webb and Thomas de Toey, having a talk with the referee there. We'll just find out now what the call will be. And we'll carry on from there. So Thomas de Toey now having another word here with the referee. And I must say that Thomas de Toey looks pretty fit at the moment. He looks a lot healthier and a lot fitter at the moment. Right, so a brilliant tackle, brilliant run from the Sharks there, brilliant tackle from Jeremy Ward, and then Gerbrand Grobler came in and made a mess of it, and I think that is why he's going to get penalised for that. Yes, he is. So penalty inside the 22 here of the Ospreys, and a chance now for them to go on the attack again. The kick downfield from Ashcombe, gonna find touch this time, and it's a pretty good kick from him between the 10 and the halfway line inside Sharks territory. Line out coming up for Parry. Sam Parry with a throw in here. Will the Ospreys attack from here or look for territorial advantage? Right, the throw in coming goes to the back to Alwyn Jones. Collects it beautifully as well there for the Ospreys. But somehow the Sharks have managed to get that ball, but illegally so. And another penalty here to the Ospreys. Again, discipline so vital. And it looks like it's Gerbrand Grobler again who gets penalised. And definitely not what the Sharks have ordered here. And back chat from Grobler as well. Gives them an extra 10 meters. So 5 meters outside of the 22. About almost right in the middle of the field. Another chance here for Anscombe to put another 3 points on the board. How is the Sharks' discipline at the moment? Giving away 5 or 6 penalties already, I think, in this first half. To maybe 1 from the Ospreys. 16 minutes gone, and a chance now here for Anscombe to increase the lead for the Ospreys to 6. Right, Anscombe to attempt this kick now. 16 and a half minutes gone in this first half, and discipline letting the Sharks down at the moment. Right, here's lining this one up now, Anscombe. Just taking his time with the kick, and that one is going to go straight through the middle again. So 6 points to 0. It is the Ospreys leading through 2 penalties from Gareth Anscombe. Sharks will really have to watch their discipline here. Kryptonian says, stupid offsides. I'm a rugby player, Sam Barry, LOL. And then Andrew Warren says, Ish, not looking good. And then Eric says, Sharks never had good discipline, pathetic. It's just a question mark whether the guys are really playing for each other at the moment. The restart taken in beautifully by the Ospreys inside their own 22 now. And Reece Webb just waiting for it at the ruck. Will probably go with the box kick over the top himself. He does so. Hiron Andrews tried to charge it down, but not successful. Into the hands of Henko Venter now, just over halfway. Good little run here from the number 8. But driven back in a tackle now. Pienaar gets it out to Kieran van Vieren now. Caught right on halfway again. Now Pienaar. Out it goes to Volman. A chance now. Yeah, Jeremy Watt had a cock into space. Why on earth would you try and kick that ball? He just had to pass it back inside. And he completely misses the kick. And it goes into touch. That is just a stupid call from the Sharks again. And paying the price there. With a great opportunity. Beautiful dummy from Jeremy Ward to Vanna Cock. Just had to pass it back inside. Set up the next line of attack. And the Sharks would have been in a really good position. 2 players on his inside. He decides to go for the bloody kick. That is just really poor decision making from the Sharks. Andrew Warren says, we're still in this, but they're going to have to pick it up. Right, so the lineout was actually the Sharks. It's been partially charged down by the Ospreys. So it is now a maul from the Sharks from the lineout. A chance now just between the 10 and the 22 meter line. Ruan Pienaar now gets it out to Marius Lowe. 5 meters out from the try line. Now Ruan Pienaar gets it out to Henko Venter again. But over that ball is the Ospreys. But a penalty against them this time. Pienaar goes quickly now. Needs support from the rest of the Sharks now. Just 10 meters out from the try line is the Sharks now. Here they come. Oh, come on. A little drop goal. A cheeky drop goal there from Boeta Chamberlain. Opting to go for that 3 points rather. So the Sharks have got a little drop goal there from Boeta Chamberlain. But I mean, what was the use of going for a quick tap then either way? So the experience of Ruan Pienaar turned down for a drop goal by Boeta Chamberlain. Well, anyway, let's see how it's going to turn out. 6 points to 3. And Boeta Chamberlain gets in a sneaky little drop kick. to be quite honest, he didn't have much going on apart from going for the drop goal there anyway. Christmas says, why can't we watch the actual game? Because I will get banned from YouTube if I do show any footage, because I don't have the coverage rights for the game. Right, the Sharks have got it back inside their own 22 now. Matuna takes it just over the 22, it seems now. Pinnock gets it back to Chamberlain, who's going to kick this down, straight downfield, into the hands it goes of Dan Evans now. Dan Evans is going to go high into the air here. The chase coming now. Will the Sharks get this ball back? Chamberlain has got it beautifully tackled there by Morgan Norris. But the Sharks have got it just outside their own 22 now. Kieran van Vieren. Was there a high tackle from Alwyn Jones there? No, says the referee. Play on. Ruan Pinnock gets it back to Chamberlain, who's going to kick it downfield again. And looking for a bit of space into the hands of Dan Evans again. Up to halfway he goes. Good tackle from Henko Venter as well as James Venter now. Sharks trying to disrupt this ruck here, but they've got it back now. Here they come now. Protheru into space here for the Ospreys. Between the 22 and the 10-meter line now. Reece Webb gets it back now. Adam Beard. Out it goes to Dan Evans again. He's been quite lively in this game so far. Reece Webb going again. Gets it out to Norris. Norris just short of the 22 now. Reece Webb again. Gets it out to Francis. Francis to Nicky Smith just short of the 22 now. Here they come. Oh, and a knock on here from the Ospreys. And a chance for the Sharks now. Chamberlain from inside his 22 is going to try and have a run. 5 meters outside of his 22. He brought down. Gerbrand Grobler tries to go with a pick and go. Gets a loose pass out to Matuna. Now Ruben van Heerden. The Sharks have made a couple of meters. But Ruan Pino now gets it back to Chamberlain, who's going to look for space in behind. Not really going to find any. And into the hands of Dan Evans again. Inside the 22 now. Here they come with a kick downfield. And that's not the greatest of kicks from Dan Evans. As it finds touch roundabout on the 10-meter line. Inside Ospreys half. Better from the Sharks. A little bit more urgency at the moment. A sneaky drop goal, says Kryptonian. And then Andre Warren says, I think we can do better than Cock. I absolutely agree with you there. And then Chrisma asks, so where can we actually watch the game? Nowhere on YouTube, unfortunately, Chrisma. You'll have to have a SuperSport subscription, or I think a BT Sport subscription. So unless you've got that, then you won't be able to watch it. Right, so on the attack now. There's a chance here for the Ospreys now. Just 5 meters short of the 22. Here they come. Nah, man. Nonsense. I'm watching a replay. Sorry, guys. So Kieran van Vieren with the throw in now for the Sharks. I was wondering what went wrong there. So they showed a very long replay clip. Gerbrand Grobler takes it from the line out now. Kieran van Vieren off the back now. He's going to have a charge here at them. Just over the 10-meter line they go. Ruan Pino now. Gets it out. Thomas de Toey now. Buddha Chamberlain. Out it goes to Marnus Potgieter. The pass in behind. Picked up by Dan Evans and a kick downfield. Here comes the chase now. Protheru is chasing after this one. The Sharks have managed to make a mess of it again. Is Jeremy Ward. But who will get this ball back now? Let's see if the Ospreys have got it. No, the Sharks have managed to get it. 5 meters from their own try line. Pinnock gets it out to Fulman, who's going to kick this downfield. And not going to find touch. Into the hands of Norris again now for him. He's going to have a run here up to the 10-meter line. A little bit isolated. Sharks have got it now. Thomas de Toey. Ruben van Heerden. Grobler gets it out to James Venter now. James Venter having a run. Gets it out to Marnus Potgieter. Back inside to Jeremy Ward on the 10-meter line. Brought down. Ruan Pino now gets it out to Kieran van Vieren again. Tries to attack the line. Support play from Maurice Lowe. Now here comes James Venter. Marnus Potgieter again. Just short of the 22 here for the Sharks. Ruan Pino out to Buddha Chamberlain. Here comes Hiron Andrews. Good defense from the Ospreys. Buddha Chamberlain now puts another kick in behind. And that one is going to find... Oh, it's not going to find touch. It runs over the try line. And Dan Evans nearly made a mess of it. But managed to put it down. So there's going to be it seems like a goal line dropout coming up. Vincent Jacobs says, come on, Sharks, you can do it. So, again, the Sharks opting to go for the kick in behind when there was an opportunity to have a run. So, goal line dropout coming up for the Ospreys now. Still got time left in this first half, 15 or 16 minutes to go. Goal line dropout. Straight down the middle of the field into the hands of Puta Chamberlain. Going for another drop goal. And yes, he's got it. So it's 6-all here for the Sharks. And a brilliant drop goal there from Puta Chamberlain. A much more difficult one than the first one. But he's got the Sharks level. Kicked it from round about the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. And that was a pretty decent strike. So 6-all it is here with 14 and a half minutes to go. Much better from the Sharks now. Andrew Warren says Sharks holding the ground for now. Right, here comes Henko Venter from the restart. Just short of the 22 now. Brought down by the Ospreys. And Pienaar now will collect it. Gets it up to Machuna. Machuna is going to put his head down. Still just inside the 22 now. Pienaar with a box kick over the top looking for touch. Not going to find it into the hands of Dan Evans again. Now gets it out to Anjka, who's going to go high up into the air. Norris chasing. Nobody really after that. Now Chamberlain with another kick downfield into the hands of Dan Evans again. Right on the 10-meter line. He puts in a little kick in behind. Straight down the middle of the field. And that ball is going to roll over the dead ball line. And we're coming back for a scrum down to the Sharks from around about the 10-meter line inside Ospreys half. So things working out for the Sharks at the moment. But the big question is, for how long? Right, Andrew Warren says, not all doom and gloom yet. Well done. David Perry says, sitting on the ferry to Gibson, listening to my Sharks is such a pleasure. Thanks for the feed, but be more positive. This will be our first URC win, says David Perry. Let's hope so, David. Barry says, six good points by SARS. And then Vincent Jacobs says, Sharks should play like the Box. They gave the All Blacks a game. Right, scrum down now to the Sharks. We've got about 13 minutes left in this first half. And yeah, so far so good. 6-all it is here in this very first game between the Ospreys and the Sharks. So that scrum goes down and we will have a reset scrum. The first one of the game, I guess. And that's pretty good to see as well. Right, so let's see. 89 people watching and only 19 likes, says Andrew Warren. Come on, guys. Show your support by pressing that like and subscribe button for me. It will do so much to help the channel as well. 11J says, hi, hope you are well. I'm really good, thank you. 11J said, Ashley Rutters has joined. Hi, Guru, how was your week? Pretty good week so far, Ashley, thank you. Right, so penalty to the Sharks there. And a chance maybe to get into the lead for the first time in this game. Nicky Smith penalised there for collapsing the scrum. And a chance now for the Sharks to get into the lead maybe for the first time in this game. 11J said Marco van Staden is playing for the Tigers this weekend. Hopefully the SA teams get their box back soon as well. Vincent says, actually that's a weird question to ask if you don't know him, says Vincent. Now me and 11J said has come a while basically, Vincent. So 11J said has been part of the channel basically from the start. So although we've never met, we do keep in touch now and then on some of the live streams. Right, so a chance now here for Puta Chamberlain to have a crack here at goal. About 5 meters inside of the Ospreys half, about 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Right, so let's see what Puta Chamberlain can do. He's already slotted 2 drop goals in this first half, guys. So maybe he can put the Sharks into the lead for the very first time today. Yes, taking his time with this kick as well, lining it up. And if he can get this, we'll put the Sharks into the lead for the first time in this game today. Right, he struck it horribly to the left of the post. So into the hands of Ashcombe it goes. And he's going to kick it downfield and fine touch roundabout onto the 10-meter line inside Ospreys half. So a little bit disappointing there. A really poor strike there from Butta Chamberlain. Johannes Payne says, hi, I am late. Hope for the Sharks with free today. Right, throw coming from Kieran van Vieren now. He's going to find Ruben van Heeren. The maul has been formed here on the 10-meter line, about 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. Here they come now. Kieran van Vieren at the back of the maul, controlling it well and truly now. Adam Beard has got him covered now. The Sharks will have to get this out. Pinar, out it goes. Beautiful run here from Jeremy Ward up to just 5 meters short of the 22. Chamberlain again with a cross kick. And Manus Potgieter collects it but knocks it on just over the 22 now. And Protheru now on the attack here for Ospreys. Brought down really quickly as well. Reese Webb now inside his own 22. Just working it with the forwards. It's going to go to Nicky Smith now. Nicky Smith not going to gain any ground. And the referee's going to call him back for that knock on right on the 22-meter line. Andrew Warren says, Butta Chamberlain was very impressive in his junior age groups. Absolutely, I have to agree with you there, Andrew. And Vincent says, Guru, what do you think then when the Boks win but All Blacks got the cup? Doesn't really matter at this stage, Vincent, because we always knew it was going to be tough playing in Australia. You don't have that home ground advantage, so I always expected the All Blacks to win the competition. But I honestly didn't expect us to lose against the Wallabies and then beat the All Blacks. Andrew Warren says Sharks must score first. Yeah, if they want any chance of winning this game, they will have to score first in this game. Otherwise, this game might just run away from them. Right, Reese Webb with the put into the scrum now. And a big scrum from the Sharks. And the scrum has gone up, or it's gone down. And the referee will have a reset scrum then. Sharks look like they dominated that scrum at a stage. And Nicky Smith are having a hard time in that scrum against Thomas du Toit. And that's a good thing to see as well. Two internationals fronting up against each other. And Thomas the Tank getting the better of Nicky Smith at the moment. 11 Chase said, hope the Sharks keep playing like this the whole game. Stormers did well last week in the first half, but stopped playing in the second. And then Vincent says they can do it, Sharks. Let's hope they can do it, guys. 79 people watching, 34 likes, guys. Really appreciate the support. Let's keep it coming. Press that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stephen Lombard says, go Sharks, go Guru. And a penalty here to the Ospreys from that scrum. And not what the Sharks would have wanted there. So penalty from that scrum. This time it's the Ospreys getting the better. And it's Nicky Smith who got the better of Thomas. I'm eating humble pie there. So yeah, penalty here to the Ospreys. And Anscombe can now... Well, time is up. There's an injury break to one of the players. So... yeah, let's just stop the clock right there. So Thomas du Toit then going down on that occasion. So yeah, and I think it's Nicky Smith receiving some attention. So 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. And the Ospreys now have a penalty right on the 22-meter line for them. So Anscombe can kick this downfield and make a bit of ground here for them. Right, time is back on. 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. Anscombe now with a kick downfield. And he's going to find touch right, well, just inside their own half. So, yeah, on halfway. Touch just gone, make up his mind there. So, line out to Ospreys on the halfway line. Johannes Payne says All Blacks have the cup, box number 1. So Perry with the throw in, finds Adam Beard at the back now. Reece Webb out to Anshcombe. All of those players must have been in front of the kicker, but the referee says play on. Marnus Potgieter dives on that ball right on the 22-meter line and managed to get it back for the Sharks now. Ruan Pienaar waiting for possession right on the 22-meter line. Gets it out to Henko Venter. Good defense there from Nicky Smith. And it's been stolen by the Ospreys now. A little knock on there from the Sharks, and it's going to be a scrum down right in the middle of the field on the 22-meter line here to the Ospreys. And it's again the number 7, Jack Morgan, causing all problems here at the moment for the Sharks. Definitely so far the man of the match in that first half is the number 7 of the Ospreys, Jack Morgan. He's been really exceptional so far, disrupting the Sharks, causing them to dive in from the sides, giving away the penalties, and now again disrupting them, knocking that ball on is the Sharks then. And a chance now for the Ospreys on the 22, right in the middle of the field. Andrew Warren says Thomas is an important player, he has to stay on. Andrew Warren says world ranking means more to me than the cup. Ashley Rutter says, look, Australia is the only team to win us 2, but the Boks were more focused on the All Blacks and not the Aussies. Have to agree. Right, so let's see what's going to happen from this scrum down right in the middle of the field. Free kick here and Reece Webb. No, the referee calls them back for the scrum. Says not taken on the spot there. So Reece Webb could have caused a lot of trouble there for the Sharks had he taken that free kick on the right spot. I don't know where he is tonight. Achilles is missing in action today. Right, Stephen Lombard says, sitting in Botswana on my farm, Golpier, wife is out, pass van die plaas, rugby it is. And then Johannes Payne says, no, All Blacks was lucky in that first game, which I agree as well. We could have easily have won both games, Johannes. And the game against the Wallabies, so definitely could have gone either way. Still don't agree with the game plan 100%, but either way, here we come. The Ospreys now at the back here. Gets it out Norris to Webb. Out it comes Dan Evans, and a little bit of a break there from Owen Watkin now. Reece Webb back to Will Griffiths. Now Reece Webb again out to Nicky Smith. Has knocked it on, and the Sharks will survive that one. 5 meters out from their own 22, Nicky Smith knocks the ball on. And with just 3 minutes to go in this first half, the Sharks can now maybe just defend it out. Good play from the Sharks then in the end there. Just keeping the defensive structures going. But Nicky Smith will be very disappointed with that knock on. 11J said Australia and New Zealand have already named their squads for the autumn internationals. Do you know when South Africa named theirs? So we're about a month away from that game against against Wales. So I would guess anything in the next week or so, 11J said maybe. David Parry says, would like to see Ruan take the kicks at goal as he's kicked before in all these stadiums with success. So, mind you, David, he's missed one already, but it was quite a difficult one. Right, Ruan Pienaar's got it now at the back here for the Sharks. Just controlling it is Henko Venter outside of the 22. Now Pienaar gets it out to Anthony Volman, who kicks it downfield into the hands of Dan Evans again now. He's going to kick it as well and looking for space in behind. Finds Volman again. The bounce nearly horrible there for the Sharks. Chamberlain now inside his own 22. Puts it to the boot. And that's a pretty decent kick from him. Finding touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22 of the Ospreys. Decent kick there from him. And he's had a really decent game himself, has put that Chamberlain. Controlled the game really well. And probably the player of the first half for the Sharks as well. So far I must say, Jack Morgan for me for the Ospreys and Buddha Chamberlain for the Sharks in this first half has been the outstanding players. Right, so Sam Barry now with the throw into the slide out, taken beautifully by Will Griffiths. here for the Ospreys, just outside their own 22 now. Reesweb controlling it with a minute to go. The box kick over the top now. And finding space in behind of Vandercock it is. And the bounce of the ball into the hands of Vandercock. He's going to put it to the boot. Into the hands of Dan Evans again. On the 22-meter line. He's going to kick it. And straight into the hands of Anthony Fulmunk. Now just outside the 22. He's going to kick it again. This time into the hands, let's see, of Owen. Oh no, it's into the hands of Luke Morahan. Or Luke Morgan. Luke Morgan now up to the 10-meter line here for the Ospreys. And quick ball now. Alwyn Jones. Out it goes to Anscombe. Now it's again Wheeler. Out it goes to Properoo. Properoo, he's been looking lively. Brought down by the Sharks though, right just short of halfway. Here comes Alwyn Jones again. Good tackle from Henko Fenta on him. Gets the ball back now. Reese Webb out to Anscombe, who's going to put it high up into the air now. Chase coming from the Ospreys into the hands of Manus Potgieter, who's been really good under that high ball as well today for the Sharks. Now Ruan Pienaar out to Boeta Chamberlain. He's going to put in a useless little kick there into the hands of Proferu on the 10-meter line. Here comes the Ospreys now. Luckily for the Sharks, they knock it on. And Pienaar is going to put it downfield. And also not going to find touch. Into the hands of Morgan now. Some really poor kicking from the Sharks now right before half time. Run halfway now. Reese Webb has got it. Gets it out now. Parry, Anscombe, Watkin. Out it goes to Norris. Now into the hands of Wheeler. Again, good defense from the Sharks. Pushing them back. Run about to the 10-meter line of the Ospreys. Reese Webb now. Nicky Smith. Good tackle from Ruben van Heeren. On him. It's already half time here. The ball goes out. It will be half time. Reese Webb going with the... Well, he's not going to go in the box. He just puts it into touch. And that's going to be the end of the first half here. It is 6-all here. And just before I go for a quick break, I'll go through the comment sections. So, where did I last... yeah, we had David Perry says, would like to see Ruan take the kicks at goal. Then Ashley says, Guru, do you think we will win Wales and England and Scotland? It's going to be tough, but because we played so well in Australia and we haven't played at home, we are probably now used to playing overseas. But then again, it's going to be different conditions. England, Wales and Scotland are going to be fresh. So it could be either a really good tour or a really disastrous tour. But either way, we will be supporting our Springboks. Vincent Jacob says, Guru, do you think Kolisi is good as a captain at the box? Well, let me be the first one. I didn't rate Kolisi at all, and he has proven me wrong completely. His last 3 tests, the one against Australia and the 2 games against the All Black, that guy was incredible. So hats off for that. Whether he's the best captain, I don't know. We'll have to see. He's done a decent job so far, so I do want to back him all the way then. Stephen Lombard says, Kom nou Sharks, we need this win. Last weekend was bad. Johannes Payne says, I believe Ergie Snyman will make squad for sure. And then 11J said, I know Ruan Pienaar is just with the Sharks temporarily, but I think he would be a good captain. He captains the Cheetahs and is the most experienced player in the Sharks side. It's a good point, 11J said. So Ruan Pienaar is the most experienced player, but you need a guy that's going to stick there to be the captain. But I mean, for the campaign, probably a good choice. But yeah, looks like the Sharks don't even know who they want as captain, really. Then Andre Warren says, Ergie will be there for sure. Sportsman22 says, are you excited to be in the best league in the world as suffers? Only the French league can compare to the strength in depth. I love this competition, I must be quite honest. I'm actually disappointed in myself that I haven't watched the competition earlier before South African teams joined. But this is a really great league to play in. Herman says, come on Sharks, we need this win, otherwise we're going to lose all interest as a team, as supporters. Come on guys. And then Stefan says, extend. Johannes Payne says, South African teams will win most of the games in South Africa. Let's hope that is the case. Stefan says, will always support my team, win or lose, but a win. And then Ashley says, let's hope the Sharks win this game. Guys, I'm going to go for a quick break, just fill up the lungs. But when I do come back, we will be doing the second half of this game, so don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half here between the Ospreys and the Sharks, and I must say it's not too bad for the Sharks so far. One would say it's a first half of missed opportunities for the Sharks in many occasions. There was opportunities at goal that they missed, and then there was also one breakout from the Sharks where Van der Kok just had to pass to his inside with two players on his inside, decided to go for a kick instead, and the opportunity was missed. There was an intercept from Ruan Pienaar. They made their way over the 22 through a great run from the loose head prop Matuna, and then gave away possession with a knock-on, and then gave away a penalty straight after that for some ill-disciplined play by Gerbrand Grobler. So that basically sums up the opportunities for the Sharks. Boeta Chamberlain has knocked over two drop goals, one from a quick tap penalty from Ruan Pienaar. Then he decided to just go for the drop goal instead because there was nothing really on when he received possession. And then another drop goal from a goal line dropout from the Ospreys. And then obviously two penalties from the boot of Gareth Anscombe for the Ospreys. But it should be a very interesting second half. If you go and have a look at the Sharks team performance so far, Anthony Volman made a couple of really stupid decisions there in the first half, where we could have gone for the goal line dropout. Decided to play the ball from his own goal line, got bundled into touch 5 meters out, and really put the Sharks under pressure. Then Marius Potgieter has been brilliant in number 14. He looks full of energy, hasn't done a lot wrong. I think he's knocked on one ball in the air, but apart from that, he's been really brilliant. So, would love to see a little bit more of him in that second half. And then Jeremy Ward, that 50-50 guy that can either give you a yellow card or play a really good game. So today he's had a really decent effort from him. Some really good defense from him in the midfield, along with Marius Lowe, who has been a bit quiet. I mean, he's done the defense really well so far, but we haven't seen that blitz run from him, just taking the ball up. We haven't seen that from Marius Lowe in that first half just yet. Takir Abrams replaced early in that first half with an injury, so Van der Kok came onto the field replacing Takir Abrams. Then Boeta Chamberlain, probably the player of the game so far for the Sharks with that two drop goals. Probably should have kept ball in hand on a few occasions where he decided to kick as well for territory. But I mean, it's probably a call from the coaching staff, so you can't complain too much about the kicking. Then Ruan Pienaar has been decent at scrum half. Henke Venter has been decent as well, done nothing wrong. Gerbrand Grobler is just out of his depth at the moment, giving away penalties left, right and centre, and not really carrying the ball that much. So for me, he's probably the weakest link for the Sharks at the moment. Then James Venter has been lively, has been busy on the attack and on the defence. I think he has given away a penalty or two. Hiron Andrews, Ruben van Heerden doing nothing wrong at the moment. Thomas de Toey having a decent game, really putting the pressure on Nicky Smith, but also have given away a penalty already in this game from the scrum. Karen van Vieren has been quite lively, has had a couple of good runs. Defensively he's been solid, his lineouts have been solid. And then Matuna has been quite impressive as well. We've seen a glimpse of his speed at prop, similar to what we saw against the Lions a couple of months ago. So he's had a decent game himself. Then for the Ospreys, I must say the name that comes to the occasion quite a lot has been Dan Evans, but that has been because of all the kicking going on in this game. So Dan Evans has found himself almost everywhere on the field, kicking downfield, looking for territory, being there under the high ball, recovering the ball after a kick. So he's been quite decent. Then Matt Protheroux has looked quite lively when he's got possession, had a couple of steps in him so far. Thomas Wheeler has been decent. Owen Watkin for me has been a little bit quiet in that first half. Both inside centres very quiet. Then Luke Morgan has had a couple of chances. Gareth Anscombe hasn't had plenty of opportunity. Reece Webb has been good. Norris and Will Griffins has been good. Their best player on the field so far must be Jack Morgan, who has stolen a lot of balls in that first half for the Ospreys, making life really hard for the Sharks at time. And then Alwyn Jones, Adam Beard, decent performance, while Thomas Francis and Nicky Smith and Sam Parry both having decent games in that first half as well. So looking forward to a really good game between these two teams as we see the Ospreys onto the field as well. So kickoff should start any second now. So yeah, looking forward to a really good second half, guys. Let's hope the Sharks can last the next 40 minutes. It's been a really close battle. Not the prettiest of games, but really very exciting up until this point. Very close and very competitive between the two teams so far. So Boeta Chamberlain is going to get this second half for us underway, and the Sharks will have to try and put pressure onto the Ospreys very early on in the second half, and hopefully the discipline will be a lot better in the second half as well from the Sharks. Right, so just waiting on the kickoff from Boeta Chamberlain. Here we go, guys. So the second half underway here, and looking forward to a really decent second half between these two teams. Boeta Chamberlain with the restart there, and into the hands of Wheeler, who's going to kick it downfield almost immediately, and that's a fantastic kick from Tian Thomas Wheeler. Well, it's actually Owen Watkin who did the kick there, so brilliant touch finder from Owen Watkin then, right on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. So almost immediately the pressure shift now to the Sharks again. Just looking at some of the comments. David Parry says the UK trip will be easy as the bubble won't be as strict and we're peaking at the correct time, which is true. Hiron Andrews have taken that from the line out for the Sharks now, and Kieran van Vieren controlling it. Looks like there might be a penalty. No penalty advantage coming. Ruan Pienaar's got it at the back now. Goes with the box kick over the top. Van Kok is chasing. It is Proferu. He's knocked it on, and here comes the Sharks now. Kieran van Vieren now with the charge up to the 10-meter line. Comes back to Boeta Chamberlain now. Goes with a little grubber through. Hiron Andrews has got it for the Sharks. And over the 22 they go now. Quick ball to Jeremy Ward, and the Sharks have opened up the second half. That is a great start to the second half for the Sharks. Little bit of more life from the Sharks players. And on that occasion, that little stab through from Boeta Chamberlain. Time to perfection for Hiron Andrews. Brilliant pickup. Bounce of the ball was perfect. And a little offload to Jeremy Ward as the Sharks dive over for their first try of this game. Much better from the Sharks. Great start to the second half. 11 points to 6 it is, with the conversion to come. Great work there from Hiron Andrews to pick that ball up, have a run, and get the offload to Jeremy Ward. That is how the Sharks can win this game. Right, so the try has been awarded, and we're waiting on the kick to be taken. And that's more like it, says Barry Green. The conversion from Pienaar is good. So the Sharks have taken the lead here by 13 points to 6 after just 3 minutes into the second half. Well, 2.5 minutes really. So brilliant start there from the Sharks then. A great time little grubber kick from Boeta Chamberlain into the hands of Hiron Andrews, and the pass from him brilliant. So the restart now from Manschcombe here, and it's collected by Boeta Chamberlain, who goes with a kick downfield almost immediately, finding touch roundabout on halfway. That's another brilliant kick from Boeta Chamberlain as well. If he's going to continue the way he's playing at the moment, man of the match reward is not far off for him. Right, already 2 drop goals from him, and he's directed play quite well for the Sharks in that first half, and that little grubber kick from him working to perfection for them for the opening try of this game. Barry now with a throw in, finds Will Griffiths out to Adam Peart, now gets it out to Owen Watkin. Owen Watkin trying to straighten the line, good defence there from the Sharks, putting him down now. Thomas du Toit over that ball and trying to disrupt this ruck beautifully from the captain there as well, but the Ospreys have managed to get it back now. Will Griffith out to Alwyn Jones, good tackle there from Machuna. Ospreys have got possession on their own 10-meter line here, and it is going to be whipped now with a kick over the top here for Ospreys. Good high-hanging kick coming, and nobody really wanted that, and a bounce of the ball in favour of the Sharks there in the end, and surely a penalty here for the Sharks. A high tackle there from Wheeler, and it's a chance for the Sharks now on their own 22-meter line to find touch here. Good work there from the Sharks to regroup and regather that ball after initially nobody really wanted it. And that kick is not going to find touch. Into the hands it goes of Dan Evans, who's going to send it back with interest into the hands of Ruan Pienaar. Missed opportunity for the Sharks. The kick downfield from Ruan Pienaar from inside his 22 finds, is it Wheeler again? No, it's Morgan who gets it, but a good kick there from Ruan Pienaar. But one have to feel that the kick from Boeta Chamberlain should have gone out. So where does Ruan Pienaar find touch? Let's just see. That ball is going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Ospreys. Throw in now coming from Barry. Finds Wilfred Griffiths again into the hands of Anscombe now, who kicks it downfield. The bounce of the ball could be bad, but Marius Potgieter has done brilliantly. But a big tackle on Marius Lowe knocks the ball on. And here's a chance now for the Ospreys. Wheeler on the Sharks 10-meter line. Reese Webb now gets it back now. A chance, Adam Beard out to Evans again. Now Anscombe on halfway. Here's an opportunity with the overlap. Barry gets it out to Morgan. Good defense there from the Sharks, however. Stalling them there. Grobler making the tackle. Now Anscombe again. Gets it out to Owen Watkin. He knocks it on. Jeremy Ward gets the pass out to Anthony Fulmunk. But it's a sloppy one and the referee calls them back for that knock on. So scrum down to the Sharks. Roundabout just outside of their own 22. First real attacking opportunity here for the Ospreys. And unfortunately Owen Watkin couldn't keep that ball in hand. Didn't time the run perfectly and made the mistake there. Edric de Haar says, "Hallo Greg, laat vir die tweede helfte, wit gedruk vir die Sharks." So Jeremy Ward got the try for them, Edric. It was a brilliant little grubber kick through from Boeta Chamberlain. Ran onto the ball was Hiron Andrews. Got over the 22 and got tackled and got the offload out to Jeremy Ward, who timed his run perfectly for the Sharks as well. So, yeah, that is how the try occurred. But now first trouble here for them, just outside of their own 22. 6 minutes into the second half. And we will see some replacements for the Ospreys coming onto the field now. Just going to find out who they are. Let's just stop the clock real quickly. So still 34 minutes to go in the second half. It's number 17 on, number 16, and it also looks like number 18. So front row replacements on for the Ospreys now. Full set of forwards. Dione on for Barry. Then Gareth Thomas on, is it Gareth Thomas? G. Thomas on, as well as Via goes on for Boeta. Right, so we're just waiting on a time to get back on, and then we will see if the Sharks can defend the scrum just outside of their own 22 now. Sharks player Boeta Chamberlain receiving some attention as well for an injury at the moment. He's had a very good game so far. Right, 6 minutes into the second half, the Sharks have opened up the try scoring board with a try through Jeremy Ward. Right, so here we go again, guys. Scrum down to the Sharks now. Can the Sharks defend the scrum just outside of their own 22? Ruan Pienaar to feed this ball to the scrum here for them. And a decent scrum. Can the Sharks push forward? Trying to milk a penalty. Yeah, they've got it. So it is a penalty to the Sharks. Big scrum there. And again, great work from Achuna and Thomas Detoy. Brilliant stuff. Not driving straight is the penalty against the Ospreys there. So another chance now. Boeta Chamberlain needs to secure this one. His first penalty kick downfield didn't go into touch, so he'll have to make sure this time round. Right, he goes with it, and again not finding touch. Into the hands of Morgan now, just outside of the 22. He's going to go on a run here. Good tackle from Thomas Detoy on him on the 10-meter line. Here comes Vi. Out it goes now. A chance here. Watkin out to Proferu. Proferu is going to go up to the halfway line. Big tackle there from Van der Kok. Now Reesweb, Anshcombe again. Gets it out to Adam Beard. A good little run, but a knock on now. Here's a chance for the Sharks now. Ruben van Heeren. Out it goes to Ruan Pienaar. And he puts it in behind. 5 meters from the Ospreys try line. Reesweb has collected it. Oh! James Fenton nearly giving away a penalty there for a late charge on Webb, but he just controlled it beautifully. So it's going to be a line out to the Sharks just outside of the 22 of the Ospreys. A little knock on there from the number 17 replacement, Gareth Thomas, who knocked that ball on, and the Sharks went on the attack. Reesweb did, well, it's Morgan who did well there to get the clearance away. Right, Sharks line out just outside of the 22 now, and a great chance to attack here for the Sharks. Garen van Vieren with a throw into this line out, but the referee just calling a stop there, just sorting out the line out there for them now. Garen van Vieren with a throw in, finds Ruben van Heeren. The maul has been formed by the Sharks now, but it looks like the Ospreys might have disrupted this beautifully. And now trouble here for him. Alwyn Jones got his hands on the ball, and it's going to be an Osprey ball, surely. Will it come back for him? No, it won't. So it will be a scrum. And great work by the captain of Wales, Alwyn Jones, there to disrupt the Sharks line out there. Beautifully read, and the Sharks will have to do better than that. Tinus Skipper says, lekker Sharkies, spijt vast boys. Then Cameron Kleinhans, what happened to Abrams? Number 11 from the Sharks. So he got injured early on in that first half. I think it was an ankle or a knee injury to Takir Abrams. So Van der Kok replaced him early in that first half. Right, so Alwyn Jones saving the day there for the Ospreys. And that could be a big moment in this game. Scrum down here to the Ospreys. And they've done really well. So we have to stop that clock again. We've still got 31 minutes left in this second half. Time back on now. So plenty of time left in the second half for both sides. Right, so Reese Webb with the feed to the scrum now for the Ospreys. Can the Sharks push them off the ball again? Big scrum required from the Sharks. The feed by Reese Webb, and another big scrum here from the Sharks, but the referee is going to reset it. So we've had a couple of resets in this game, I think 3 or 4, but so far the Sharks doing really well to disrupt their scrum at the moment. Cameron Kleinhans says Tioni, Thomas and Via on for the Ospreys, ringing the changes now. Yeah, no, they're all onto the field now. So, I don't know. It didn't make a difference though. So, it was the first penalty that the Sharks got was from the replacement props. And then also this last scrum going a little bit sideways for the Ospreys. Right, so here they come now. Reese Webb to feed that ball. It's going to go down on the Sharks side, I think. And it should, no, the ball is available now. Reese Webb out to Anshcombe, who's going to kick. Oh, it's been charged down by the Sharks here. But unfortunately, it is going to roll over the dead ball line. Brilliant from Boeta Chamberlain. But I think he's hurt himself in the process. What a charge down there from Boeta Chamberlain. And he got it to the shoulder. And nowhere in sight, unfortunately. And his elbow doesn't look in good shape. He's already wrapped it up. So that could be quite painful for Boeta Chamberlain, but we can't lose him at the moment. Chrisma asking, where are the Sharks playing from? How do you mean where they're playing from, Chrisma? The Sharks are playing from Durban. So 22-meter restart then for them. And now into the hands of Anthony Volmink. He's going to kick it downfield. Dan Evans are back for it, and he's going to put it to the boot. And not going to find touch either. Anthony Volmink now just outside of his own 22 now. Boeta Chamberlain going with the up and under. Anthony Volmink trying to chase it down Will he get there? Proferu has done beautifully for them. But over that ball is the Sharks now. Can they win a penalty from here? No, they can't. It comes back to Ospreys. Now Norris gets it out to the number 18, who did a really good job there. It's Vai who took it up for them. And the Ospreys now doing a good job just to secure this ruck at the moment. Reeswep waiting at the back of it now for it. And here they go with the box kick over the top again from Reeswep now. Into the hands of Buta Chamberlain on a 10-meter line. Gets the pass out to Anthony Volman. Back inside to Van der Kok. Puts a little grubber kick over the top. Chases it down himself. He's got it inside at 22 now of the Ospreys. Just 10 meters out from the try line. As is the Sharks now. Anthony Volman gets scrum off here for the Sharks. Gets it out to Henko Venter. Out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain out to Marnus Potgieter, who has knocked that ball on, unfortunately. No, it's not Marnus, it's actually James Venter who knocked that ball on in the in the collision. So better from the Sharks, much better than last week, much better than the opening week, but still not 100% where they should be, but a lot better from them. And at the front foot today is Buta Chamberlain for the Sharks. Scrum down to the Ospreys inside the 22 here. Inside their own 22 for the Ospreys. Can the Sharks disrupt this one as well? 27 minutes to go in this second half. Sharks leading by 13 points to 6. Eric E says no, not kicking a penalty out. No excuse, agree. Yeah, so his kicking has been really poor on that last two occasions. But overall, he's had a very, very good game. Now penalty to the Ospreys. Inside at 22. This time Matuna, and I saw this coming. He was under pressure with the last scrum as well. So this time he gives away the penalty. So as much as Buta Chamberlain has been really good for the Sharks today, he has missed 2 vital kicks to touch so far in this game. Right, so line out between the 10 and the halfway line. Inside Ospreys half. And a chance now for them to attack again. Dione with the throw in to this line out. What can the Ospreys do? We've got 26 minutes to go in this one. The Sharks looks better, says Johannes Payne, which is true. Cameron Kleinarts, do you think the SA teams have to adapt to the interpretation of the rules by the Northern Hemisphere refs? Well, the refs are blowing really crappy anyway, so I don't know if that would make a real big difference, Cameron, at this stage. Right, so the Ospreys have got it between the 10 and the halfway line now. Reeswep with the box kick over the top now, chased down by Proferu, but Van der Kok has collected it beautifully for the Sharks now. Right on the 10-meter line, inside Sharks territory now to get it out to Henko Venter. Henko Venter brought down really quickly now, just 5 meters out from his own 22. Ruan Pinot to Buta Chamberlain, puts it on the boot, and that's going to go directly into touch, and it's been taken back. So we will have a line out inside the 22 of the Sharks. So now the real fourth big mistake from Buta Chamberlain today, and it's starting to become a sweet and sour game for Chamberlain today. Just too far there. If he could have got it, it would have been a brilliant kick. Barry says Sharks need to be careful if they want to lead this one and carry on playing like this. Eddie King says, come Sharks, Mark Day, I love Sharks. Right, throw-in coming now for the Ospreys. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Sharks. Adam Beard has got it. Now here they come again. Reeswep out to Owen Watkin. Good defense from the Sharks. Reeswep again out to Anshcombe. Tackled by Chamberlain, just 10 meters out now. Reeswep changed the direction of the play. Tom Buerta now gets it out to Proferu. Proferu, a dangerous prospect here for the Ospreys, but brought down beautifully. Here they come, Adam Beard, Anshcombe. There's an overlap here for them, but a brilliant tackle from Marnus Potgieter on Wheeler stops it in its track. Here comes Norris now. Still inside the 22, Reeswep now, and a knock on from them, and a chance now for the Sharks to counter. Marius Slow Gets it out to Ruan Pienaar. Puts it to the boot. Kicks it downfield. Ball is rolling over the 22 now. And Proferu has got it for him. And he's going to kick it downfield. Not going to find touch. Into the hands of Chamberlain now. Chamberlain up to halfway. Gets it out to Anthony Fulmont now. Brought down on a 10-meter line. And will the Sharks get it back? Yes, they will. Gets it back to Chamberlain. Looking for a little kick. And the bounce of the ball is good. Just 5 minutes short of the try line now. It is going to be kicked down by Owen Watkin again. Up to halfway. Now Chamberlain again. Out to Ruan Pienaar. He's going to go for the 50-22 kick. But they've carried back really well as Morgan there for him. And he's going to kick it from inside his 22 now. Straight down the middle to Anthony Fulmont. Gets the pass out to Chamberlain. And he kicks it downfield. Looking for distance. Into the hands of Proferu. Knocks it on. It's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. 5 meters outside of the 22. A lot of kicking going on in this game at the moment. But it works out for the best for the Sharks there. Christmas says black and white forever. Barry Green says they should get 3 points. Sharks to try and seal this game. So a great opportunity now for the Sharks. 5 meters outside of the 22 of the Ospreys. Bad little bounce of the ball there for Proferu. And a chance now for the Sharks. James Venter being replaced now. And onto the field I think is Dylan Richardson. As well as Herbert Grobler goes off. And let's just see who replaced him. Pepsi Buthelezi. So Pepsi Buthelezi as well as Dylan Richardson now onto the field for the Sharks. Can the Sharks do it now? Scrum feed to them just outside of the 22 of the Ospreys. Let's just stop that clock for a second. We still got about 22 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this one when this clock restarts. Proferu also being replaced now after that little knock on. Apart from that, he's had a decent game for him. Hawkins is on for Proferu. Right, so time back on and chance now for the Sharks to increase that lead if they can do a good set play move here. Set pieces so important. Ruan Pienaar now with the scrum feed. Gets it out to Buta Chamberlain now. Vanderkok looping around. Tries to take on 2 defenders just short of the 22 now. Ruan Pienaar out to Henko Venter again. Just short of the 22, right in the middle of the field. Ruan Pienaar out to Chamberlain. Overlap here for the Sharks. Anthony Fulmont out to Manus Potgieter. And it's going to be a try to the Sharks. And that could be it. That could be the way to go from here. Great try for the Sharks. And that is brilliant. Great hands there from Marius Lowe. And the pass out to Anthony Fulmont. Absolutely brilliant. Much better from the Sharks now. Pienaar, Buta Chamberlain, Marius Lowe, Anthony Fulmont, and a last pass to Manus Potgieter, who dives over for the try for the Sharks. 18 points to 6. And they've proved me wrong again today. Looks like I shouldn't be going for any South African teams in my Super Brew, and they will do it. Aaron says, ek het jou gesê Guru, die Sharks gaan dit doen vanaand. There's still 20 minutes to go, though. We know how quickly a game can change. Marcel says, hi Guru, what did I miss? Sharks is leading. Yeah, 2 tries in the second half. 1 from Jeremy Ward and 1 from Manus Potgieter has put the Sharks in a really good lead. Barry says, I think Damien is leaving Chiefs and going to Japan now. Christmas says it sucks not watching the actual game. I know it sucks, Christmas. But at least you guys can know what's going on. So the conversion missed by Ruan Pienaar. So the score remains 18 points to 6. Eddie King says, kom Sharks, maak by dag. Rack Freedy says, yes, yes, yes. And Gerard looking good. Sharks, well done, Guru. Like I say, still plenty of time left in this one, guys. 20 minutes to go. And the Sharks have a 12-point lead. Right, Matuna now also off the field here for the Sharks. Been replaced by Kwesi Mona. Sharks now ringing in the chains as the kickoff beautifully charts down from the Ospreys, but somehow finds in the hands of Marius Lowe up to halfway, gets it out to Chamberlain. Chamberlain puts a little kick in behind, chases on here. Look at a chase from Anthony Foreman. Needs to get there, Reece Webb, and he gets there just in the nick of time. So it's going to be a goal line kick-off here for the Ospreys again. What pace Anthony Foreman shown there to actually chase that kick down. Wasn't the best kick from Chamberlain, but the chase made it worth its while. So Anscombe now with the kick, the goal line kick in. And let's see, into the hands of Chamberlain. Into the hands of Chamberlain. Here comes the drop goal. And that's looking good. He's got it. Another drop goal. That's the third drop goal of the game for Boeta Chamberlain. And surely if the Sharks win this, he will get that man of the match reward today. 3 drop goals from Boeta Chamberlain. 2 from the goal line dropout. And that is just a brilliant timed drop goal from him. Everything going the way of the Sharks at the moment. Christmas says, well done Sharks, you deserve it. And then Nino says, well Guru, I think your team finally going to do it. Yeah, looks like it. Right, here comes Pepsi Buthelezi. Gets the kick off just outside of the 22 now. Ball has gone down. Ruck has been formed now. Ruan Pinar with his hands on the ball here for the Sharks now. Will he get it though? Yeah, he does. Gets it out to Kwesi Mona. Kwesi Mona held up in a tackle there by Alwyn Jones. Now Pinar again. Gets it out to Chamberlain. Kicks it downfield, straight down into the hands of Dan Evans now. Dan Evans. Can they do something with this one? Well, it's actually Norris who's got it. Norris over halfway now. Reece Webb gets it out to the replacement hooker, Tyone. Reece Webb again now, Anscombe. Oh, Watkin knocks it on. Gets on. Yeah, there was 2 knock-ons there. First one from Owen Watkin, who's had a couple of knock-ons in this game, to be quite honest, as well. Not playing the way he's supposed to be playing today. Right, so time is off here again on the clock as Anscombe gets replaced now. And we've got about 17 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this second half now. And the Sharks are looking a lot better than they normally do. Yeah, it looks like it's Ruben Morgan Williams who's on, or Stephen Myler. Just have to wait and see who's on for Anscombe. Johannes Payne says, I drink a Coke and Brannas on the Sharks today. Gerard says, Sharks looking good, kick-ass Sharks. Fit with ease. Our teams need these wins to show the critics we are the best rugby country in the world. Here comes the Sharks again. Oh! And Jeremy Ward nearly into a cap there. But he just knocks it on. The timing of the pass was brilliant from Chamberlain. His hands just couldn't hold on. So, unfortunately, we're coming back for another scrum down, this time to the Ospreys. So, 21 points to 6 it is. And it looks like Lawrence are the answers. Also going to come onto the field now for the Sharks here. Right, so Myler is on for Anscombe. Christmas says, yes. Marcel says, good, it's because Bosch is not playing. Yeah, you could easily say that, Marcel. I mean, he's just been shocking since since that Currie Cup loss to the Bulls in the final earlier this year. He's just not been the same player. Right, Norris off the back now, gets it out to Milo, gets it. Oh, it's another knock-on from Watkin, and it's just really poor from him today. Knocks it on just short of the halfway line, and I think that's the 3rd or 4th knock-on from him. And the Sharks have won a penalty for offside there. I think played in an offside position from the Ospreys. So, yeah, everything going the Sharks' way at the moment. Sharks not going to go for goal this time. Boeta Chamberlain to kick this into touch. Third time lucky for Chamberlain as he finally finds the touch after 2 missed penalty kicks already from him. Right, line out 5 meters inside the half of the Ospreys now. the Sharks can seal this off now. 21 points to 6 at the moment. And some of these Welsh international players have been really poor today for the Ospreys. Right, Ruben van Heerden takes that ball in now. Ruan Pienaar gets it out to Marius Lowe, who's going to go on a charge here. And a good tackle though from them. And the ball has been ripped by the Ospreys as well. Gets it back now. Owen Watkin, just 5 meters from his own try line, gets a good run in. Now Rhys Webb got it back there for them, but a big counter ruck from the Sharks again. Just pushing them backwards at the moment. Who's going to get this ball? It is Rhys Webb eventually who gets it for the Ospreys. Right on their own try line at the moment. And Rhys Webb now with a kick over the top and into touch it goes. Just again, right about in the same spot where the Sharks had the first line out. Marius Lowe had a cracking run, but a big tackle from Norris. And quickly over the ball was the replacement hooker, who did really well there. Herman says, much better Sharks. Change room talks can do a lot. Common Sharks, keep ball in hand, bring our teams on the board. Marcel says, by this tempo, Sharks are going to score another 2 or 3 tries. Well, they're doing really good today, I must admit. Kieran van Vieren with the throw into the line out now. Oh, and it's been stolen by Adam Beard now. Rhys Webb, who's going to get the kick away, but a penalty to the Sharks. Disruption in the line out, and the Sharks win a penalty. So, a chance now to put maybe another 3 points on the board. Yes, it is. So, Pepsi Buthelezi has signalled for Ruan Pienaar to have a shot at goal here and increase the Sharks' lead again. This one right on the 20, well, just outside of the 22, about 15 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Give or take 20 meters. So a chance now for Ruan Pienaar to increase the Sharks' lead to 24 points. Sharks really surprising friend and foe here today, because I didn't expect too much from this one. I expected the Ospreys to win this one by 12 points at least. But as a Sharks supporter, I'm blown away. Really good play at times from the Sharks, but you have to add that the Ospreys have been really poor today as well. Right, the kick from Ruan Pienaar is going to go over. So 24 points to 6 the Sharks lead. And with 12 minutes to go in this one, it's going to take something special from the Ospreys. Eric E says, ref doing a good job today. Yeah, I don't know. It's still very, very against the referees at the moment. Right, the restart collected by the Ospreys this time. A little knock on from the Sharks now, and just outside of the 22. A chance here for the Ospreys now. And a knock on from Dan Evans. So we are going to come back for that first knock-on from the Sharks. They've just not been able to keep ball in hand. There's been so many knock-ons from the Ospreys today. Cameron Kleinhorn says Ulster 21, Benetton 8. Also said Ulster, I think, by 12 points. Or 15 points if I'm not wrong. Then Russell Grass says, I just came in to like the video. I guess go Sharks, but I can't listen for this one. Just, but no problem. Russell Grass, still appreciate the support, man. Barry says, LOL, Guru, dump Bosch now, Chamberlain, his new girlfriend. Yeah. Right, so here we go. Rhys Webb on a penalty here to the Ospreys from that scrum, and the Sharks now need to be disciplined. Chance now for them to kick this into touch is Stephen Myler now for them. 3 scrum penalties from the Sharks today, and that's 2 against the Ospreys as well. So pretty even from both sides in the scrums today. Right, the Ospreys need to strike now. If they want any chance of winning this one, they will have to strike now if they want anything out of this. Throw-in's going to come now from Elvis Tayoni. Finds Adam Beard now. Off it goes to Jack Morgan now. Here's a run from Myler now, or Joe Hawkins is on the field as well. Gets it out, Tayoni again now. About 10 meters out from the try line is the Ospreys. Reese Webb gets it out to Myler. Oh, and a thumping tackle, and it's been turned over by the Sharks now. Ruan Pienaar kicks it downfield, and now the chase is on. Manus Potgieter, Vanderkok after it. Dives on the ball is one of the Ospreys players, and somehow magically managed to secure that ball for the Ospreys. Just 5 meters from their own try line. 2 Sharks on 1 Osprey, and they won that battle. Can you believe it? Alwyn Jones now takes it up for the Ospreys. Sharks defending has been really good today, but one can't help but feel that these guys have been really weak today as the Ospreys. Bounce of the ball into the hands of Anthony Fulmunk now. What can he do? Gets it out to Vanderkok, and Vanderkok is going to have a run up to the 22-meter line now. Brought down Pienaar. Gets it out to Ruben van Heerden. Much better from the Sharks today. Ruan Pienaar now out to Chamberlain. Gets the pass to Richardson, who knocks it on. And now possession's got into the hands of the Ospreys now. Just outside of the 22 now. Kick downfield from Myler. Straight down the middle. Nobody at the back for the Sharks. Potgieter have to chase back after this one. Vanderkok is there as well. But it's Potgieter who's going to kick it into touch. Or not. No, he hasn't found touch. Into the hands of Myler now. Here they come again now. Dan Evans. Oh no, it's Norris. Sorry. Up to the 10-meter line. Good defense again from the Sharks now. Tayoni. Still on the 10-meter line of the Sharks now. Out it comes now. Myler again out to Alwyn Jones. Ruben Morgan Williams also on the field now for the Ospreys now. Out it goes Myler. Another charge here from the Ospreys now. Myler again. All the way out to Norris, who gets the pass out now to Hawkins. Hawkins with a bit of space. Gets over the 10-meter line now. Between the 10 and the 22 now. Taken in again by Morgan Williams now. Myler again. Gets it out to Gareth Thomas. Quick ball now. Here they come again. It's Myler. Gets the pass out to Dan Evans. Just short of the 22 now. Morgan Williams. Out it goes to Watkins. Steps back inside. Just over the 22 now. Morgan Williams again. Here they come again. Myler. Tayoni. Out to Bueta. Morgan Williams again now. Penalty advantage coming. An overlap on the outside. And more. Oh, it's Dan Evans who makes a horrible pass out to Luke Morgan. But they're coming back for another penalty now. And the Sharks defense just holding out here today. Not allowing anything for them. Aaron says, "Good, hulle gaan wen en jy gaan 'n harteval kry." No man, Aaron. Herman says, "Good, dankie vir uitstekende uitsaai. Geniet dit amper asof ek by die game is." Cheers Sharks. Thanks Herman. Barry says, "Shame, feel bad for Bosch. She needs to be our favourite again. This is not like us." Chrisma asking, "Guru, are you a Shark supporter?" Yes, I am, Chrisma. I'm a big Shark supporter from a very young age. So it's always been the Sharks. But yeah, as much as I try to be as unbiased as possible, one just can't help when your team are playing really well. Right, so more replacements now for the Sharks. Kieran van Vieren and Anthony Fulmunk off. Dan Jooste onto the field for the Sharks, as well as Sanele Nohamba. Right, so the Ospreys have got a penalty 5 meters outside of the 22, almost right in the middle of the field. Decision time now for the Ospreys. Going to kick this into touch. 7 minutes to go. Let's just adjust that scoreboard real quickly. So 7 minutes to go in this one, guys. And it's all to play for. Well, not all to play for. It's the Ospreys that's going to have to try and do some magic here in the last couple of minutes. Fayani throws it in, fights Alwyn Jones now. Morgan Williams tries to snipe on his own, but just a meter short now is the Ospreys. Not rolling away is Ruan Pienaar. No penalty though. Pick up and go from the Ospreys. Not able to get over that try line. Sharks defense holding out beautifully. Now Tayoni. Still a meter out is the Ospreys. Now there's a pick and go. Again, just short of the try line. I don't think they've knocked it on. No, the try has been awarded. Try has been awarded to the Ospreys. And it's the player of the first half, Jack Morgan, who gets the try for the Ospreys. He's been their best player in that first half. A bit quiet in the second. But overall, it is a try to the Ospreys. They get their first try of the game. And with just 5.5 minutes to go, they need to hurry this one up if they want to try and still win this game. But Myler is taking his time with the kick. Right, so conversion. And it's an easy one. I don't know why he's taking so much time. It's as if they don't want to win this game. Well, they might have a look at this try before they're going to actually award this now. Because like I said, I thought there might have been a little knock on there in the tackle, but you can't see any conclusive evidence though. So I do guess that the try will stand at the end of the day. Yeah, no try has been awarded, and the kick from Myler has gone over. So 13 points for the Ospreys now. And we've got about 5 minutes to go in this one. Herman says, Guru, I mean Sharks. And then Barry says, Guru, you must do Bulls game and have some shots. We love how you were last week. We need you like that again. Nah, not this weekend, Barry. It's been a long week, this one. So I guess I'll not do that this weekend. But I'll try and be fun as well. Christmas says, I'm always and always will be a Shark. Sharks for life, says Marcel. So the restart then from the Sharks now. And it's been knocked on by the Ospreys now. Dylan Richardson's got it just outside of the 22 for the Sharks now. And handling errors have been the Ospreys' worst enemy today. Here comes Leroux Roots now for the Sharks. Still 5 meters out from the 22 now. No Hamba. Ruan Pinar gets it out to Henko Fenter now. Good double tackle on him. Just pushing the Sharks back now. Here comes Dan Euston now again for the Sharks. Grinding out a couple of meters here for them now. Nohamba gets it out to Buta Chamberlain. Puts a little grubber kick in behind into the hands of Dan Evans. But the referee's going to... it's a penalty to the Sharks. Players offside, it looks like again, from the Ospreys. So a chance for Pinard to have a shot at goal here and just eat off some of that valuable time that's left on the clock. So win is in the back surely here for the Sharks. There's no way that the Sharks can lose this from here. Herman Ellis says, win or lose, Sharks forever. Yeah, and as predicted, it is Buta Chamberlain who walks away with the URC man of the match for today's game. And although he's had a sweet and sour game, 3 drop goals and a little grubber that led to one of the tries, and then also really quick hands from him and Marius Lowe into the lead up to the try from Marnus Potgieter. So well deserved for Buta Chamberlain today. And things are just getting harder for Mr. Kevin Bosch now. Aaron says South African sides needed to adapt. Wait till they come to South Africa. Yeah, no, can't wait for that to come. And that penalty kick from Ruan Pinar has gone over. So that will seal the victory here for the Sharks today. 27 points to 13. And we've got about 2.5 minutes to go. No way Ospreys scoring 2 tries here to level this game. And Sean Everett looks like a very, very relieved person at the moment. Restart taken by Ruben van Heerden. Right on a 10-meter line now. Nohamba waiting for that one. Gets it out to Dylan Richardson. Making a couple of meters there for the Sharks. Now Nohamba gets it back to Ruan Pinar. Kicks it downfield. Straight down the middle. Into the hands it goes off the number 20 replacement. Ethan Roots now. Ethan Roots now taking it up to the 10-meter line for the Ospreys. Morgan Williams gets it out to Alwyn Jones now. Will there be one last effort from the Ospreys here before the end of this game? Myler gets the pass out to Hawkins. Hawkins held up in the tackle there. Needs to release the Sharks. Now Morgan Williams again out to Adam Beard. Out it goes to Dan Evans now. Wheeler nearly knocking that one on. Ethan Roots now up to the 10-meter line. He goes again. Morgan Williams now. Out it goes to Myler. Myler to Tayoni. A little knock on in a tackle. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. And like I said, the Ospreys today just unable to keep hand in ball or ball in hand. Just so many knock-ons throughout this game. And it's so unlike them as well. Yeah, Herman says, RNC agree, 100% different ball game if they should play South Africa. It's 27 to the Sharks, says Chrisma. And then 11J said, thank you for your time, Guru, appreciate it. Glad the Sharks get the win at last. Hope Bulls and Lions do the same tomorrow. Have a good evening, guys. Thanks for tuning in as well there, 11J said. And Cameron, how many games will the European teams play? Yeah, I think it's only two. 2 games in South Africa, I think, which is very, very unfair, I feel. But I mean, it's part of the competition with all the restrictions and stuff going on at the moment. And now there might be a penalty and a yellow card. Well, not so much a yellow card, but a penalty could come against, well, the Ospreys. No, says the referee, play on. Jeremy Ward got a bad tackle into the back. But I guess we'll play on. 97 tackles made by the Sharks today. I just couldn't see how many they've missed. But a valiant effort from the Sharks today on the defense. And really well done. We've got about 30 seconds left in the second half. And the Sharks just need to play. No, Hammer off the back. He goes up to close to the 22 now. Needs support. Gets the pass back to Pepsi Buthelezi now. Pepsi Buthelezi over the 22-meter line. He goes no Hammer again. Out it comes to Henko Fenter. Sharks are now inside the 22 now. Now Hamba waiting for it. Gets it out to Dan Uester. Is there one more try here for the Sharks today? Now Hamba waiting for it. Just running down the clock at the moment is the Sharks. Right on the 22 now. There goes the Huda. And Ohamba puts it into the stands. The Sharks have got their first win of the season. Great stuff from the Sharks. Really underestimated their ability today. And the Ospreys really, really poor at times today. Marcel Salia making a 35 Rand donation there. Thank you so much, Marcel. Really appreciate it. And really makes it worth my while at the end of the day. As big as a small, any donation, much appreciated, guys. Cameron Claynon says, Guru, are you covering the other games tomorrow if you're not affected by load shedding? Yeah, that as well. So I haven't actually checked the load shedding schedule at this stage, Cameron, but I will definitely have a look at which games I'm going to do. I will put it up tomorrow morning, so you guys will see which games I will be doing tomorrow. So, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today. This has been a really great game to watch from a Sharks supporter perspective. Winning 27-13. Didn't expect it at all from the Sharks. So it just shows you I should not back them in the Super Bruin and they win. So we'll see how things go. Maybe I should change the game from some of the South African games and change it to the other team. Maybe they also will win. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. You guys were great today. And I will see you guys tomorrow for whichever game I'm going to do. I'll go and check the load shedding schedule, my site, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible as to which one we are going to do. But until then, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Cheers for now.